4,374 and it's still raining in the UK. Good morning YouTube. Today's a little bit different. I'm going to do a Q&A. I put a story up on my Instagram last night asking you guys to ask some questions and you're kind enough to do so. So I'll work my way through those throughout the day and answer all the questions you've got about me. Thanks for those who put some out there. Yeah, as you've just seen, it's day, let me show you this, it's still raining. Literally 2 days in a row. It has not stopped raining for. So, I got back from Marbella last weekend, and this week I feel like my soul has left my body. I'm just not built for this weather at all. But anyway, got a workout done, nice push workout. It's been good to get back into a routine, solid sort of food consumption. You know, nothing unhealthy. Feeling great again after some overconsumption in my diet. But yeah, so on the breakfast type this morning, making the famous protein oat bowl. Obviously, world's greatest protein, Ghost chocolate chip cookie. Don't sleep on that. 60 grams of oats, some 85% chocolate that we brought from our bar. Cupboard's full. Some chopped roasted hazelnuts and some honey. So I'm going to make this up and get my post-workout meal in. And there it is in all its beauty. Absolutely perfect way to start today, especially with the awful weather outside. Chairs are just strewn everywhere. Get tucked into this and I'll answer some of your questions. So we'll start with a nice easy one then. What is your 9 to 5 job? I get this asked quite a lot because I don't really show what I do on Instagram or YouTube. Only because it's not that interesting. And I'm pretty sure there's more exciting stuff you'd like to see. But yeah, I am a director of a mechanical services company. Basically anything to do with heating, ventilation, air conditioning, hot water, mains cold water, chill water, fume extract, fire smoke ventilation, anything to do with that, or services within your home, office, any buildings like that. We basically design, supply, install and commission all those sort of systems. We also do a lot of work with car manufacturers, such as JLR, BMW, Bentley, Aston Martin, NHS, all those sorts of clients. And basically, yeah, it's services. So if you walk into a restaurant or an office and look up and there's ductwork or air conditioning, we sort of design all that from the ground up and then put it into existing buildings, new buildings. So yeah, it's not that exciting. Obviously, if you'd like me to show you a little bit more of what I do on a day-to-day basis, let me know. But yeah, it's really not as exciting as the travelling and everything else I do. The second one actually made me laugh out loud. How are you getting so much annual leave for all these holidays? I don't get any more annual leave than normal people, I don't think, to be honest. It's strategic use of the annual leave, I'd say. So try and book holidays around bank holiday weekends. So you either use 4 days or maybe one day, like if you do a city break. Use the Friday and bank holiday Monday to extend your vacations and holidays. Just plan it around that, really. Yeah, everyone's like, you go on so many holidays. Until last week, I'd taken the least amount of annual leave within the company, to be honest. So, yeah, it's strategic use. Thought I'd do a good deed for the day and walk Mel to the gym because it had stopped raining, but It actually hasn't stopped raining. So,
Sort of.
I've just, come out in the rain again. But we should have boxed off most of the steps by the time I get back home, so it's all good. The next question someone asked is quite apt, because today, because it's so miserable, we've decided to put the Christmas tree up. And I cannot wait. It's not what this woman's doing, but I cannot wait. Neither can Mel, to be fair, because normally she's like, no, end of November. But we're going early, so yeah, make the most of it. And it's, what is your favourite Christmas film? Let me fucking pick one. To be fair, if I just had to sit down and watch a Christmas film, it would probably be the original Jim Carrey Grinch. I think that's just a solid, funny Christmas film you can watch. Another one that's slept on by a lot of people is Die Hard, which is a Christmas film. It is a Christmas film.
It's not.
What's your favourite one?
Mine?
Yeah.
What's the cartoon animated one with the Santa Claus? Is it just called Santa Claus?
Santa Claus. Oh, the old-fashioned one.
No, the cartoon one. The cartoon one and his
After Christmas.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, After Christmas is a
I
good
like
one.
that one. Or Klaus.
And we watched a good one 2 years ago, which was called Klaus or Klaus.
Klaus. What is Klaus?
And that was really cool. Recommend that one if no one's checked it out. But yeah, the Grinch would probably be my go-to original one. Quite like this next one, and it was, what is the best piece of advice I've ever received? Don't know whether it's advice that I've actually received. It's probably something that I've read and learnt over the years, and it's a motto that I live by daily, to be honest. And it's, always do things future you will thank you for. So if you're sat at home now, it's cold, it's miserable, it's wet, and you're thinking, I'll do that workout tomorrow or I'll do it Monday, just get up, put your gym clothes on, put your trainers on, go out for that run, go to the gym, get it done now, because when you get back and you haven't got to do it tomorrow, you'll be sat there tomorrow going, I'm glad, I'm glad that future you will be thankful that you did the deed, you got it done. You can put stuff off forever and you'll always get there. You can be like, this is tomorrow job, or I'll do that later, I'll do that next week. When you get there, you'll still not want to do it. So just get it done now, get it out of the way. The feeling and relief you'll have when you've actually got it done is remarkable. And I think I read somewhere in the past that we waste so much energy actually thinking about doing things or thinking about putting the effort in to do the thing that we don't want to do rather than just doing the thing. It's exhausting. Just get it done. Next question was top tips for starting fitness / weights. Just start. Go sign up for a gym. Just get in there. Don't worry about what people think. Literally just sign up for the gym and start. is the best advice I could give. Obviously follow a plan, because there's nothing worse than going into the gym without a plan, because you'll literally walk in and you won't do what you're meant to do. So, I mean, I followed a similar sort of program for the last 18 months to 2 years with 1 or 2 exercises changing. But yeah, I'd sign up for the gym, get yourself an effective plan, and don't go 0 to 100 straight away. So if you currently don't go to the gym at all, don't try and go 7 days a week, because you're not going to do it. You might do it for that first week, and then after that you'll be exhausted, you won't be able to move, and you'll fall off because you're like, I can't keep this, I just can't keep this up. Find what works for you and just be consistent with it. So if you can only work out twice a week, work out twice a week. Make sure those 2 workouts are non-negotiable. Work doesn't get in the way, life doesn't get in the way. Schedule those 2 workouts and you make sure you get them done. A lot of people talk about motivation and I'm just not motivated to do it. Realistically, what they mean is it's not a priority. If you make it a priority, and your health should be, because it's the most important thing, the minute you haven't got your health is the only time you're grateful for it. So make the most of it now. And yeah, sign up for a gym. Commit to how many days you can physically work out yourself. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Start off with 1 day if you need to, 2. And then work your way up. If you think, oh, actually, I'm going to fit a 3rd or 4th day in, do it that way. But whatever you do, don't go 0 to 100, because you will, after that 1st or 2nd week, you'll just drop off. And that's why so many people drop off in January. A, they cut out all the foods that they love. And B, they just 0 to 100. You can't maintain it. The next one was top 5 favourite self-help books you've read. It's hard to pick and narrow it down to 5, in fairness. The first one that stands out, to be fair, there's 2 that I'd swear everyone needs to read, and that is James Clear's Atomic Habits. That book probably changed my life 5 or 6 years ago whenever it came out. I think it was 2018. I've read it multiple times. If you can distill the basics in that book into your life and lifestyle, honestly, you'll completely skyrocket everything within your life. It's such a solid book, and I think I've read it 5 times now. Yeah, honestly, it's a great read. The second one is The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, which is, it's not really a book as such, the way it's written. It's mainly all his quotes and thoughts distilled down from tweets and articles and podcasts that he's done. But that has some great takeaways, and the person that actually asked me this question, I lent her the book and I've still not got it back, so owe me a copy of Naval Ravikant's Almanac. The third would have to be The Gap in the Game by Darren Hardy. That I read last year, I think it was, last summer, and it basically talks about how we compare where we are now with a future ideal. So obviously we're in the moment now, and everything that we do is based on our ideal of what we want in the future, whereas in reality what we're living now is the ideal we previously wanted. So if we keep chasing that ideal, we'll never truly be happy in the present. You almost have to look back and appreciate sort of how far you've come, what you've achieved, and yeah, you'll be more present. You'll enjoy the small moments and the present moments a lot more, rather than always chasing what your future self sort of wants in the future, because by the time you reach that ideal that's now, it'll be a new ideal. You'll have raised the bar. You've gone even higher. It's hard to narrow it down for the last 2, really. There's so many sort of great ones. I've got my list here on my phone. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's a great read. Especially if you work in business as well, sort of a corporate 9 to 5, you can sort of distill his lessons down into your everyday life. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. That's a great one for managing your finances, investing, all that sort of stuff. Essentialism and Effortless. They're quite small books by Greg McKeown. Really, really good reads as well. Basically, it's trying to help you do less but better, rather than focusing on doing 10 things at once. Why not narrow your focus down into that one thing really, really well. A lot of us spread ourselves too thinly. And both these books, Essentialism and Effortless, are, up there for me with great runs. The 4-Hour Work Week, which is a Tim Ferriss book, that's good. It's almost a little bit outdated now, though. Could do with being updated a little bit. But again, if you can sort of take the lessons from that and put them into your everyday life, you can essentially streamline all the processes that you do and quieten the noise and the junk that you get and waste time with, really. The Greatest Mindset by Lewis Howes, that was a good book. And there's probably 3 from Ryan Holiday. Stillness is the Key, Discipline is Destiny, and Ego is the Enemy. Wasn't that fussed on his last one, which I think was Right Now or something like that. But I didn't finish it. I put it down. I was like, oh, this isn't great. But those 3 really good books. Probably another 2 are 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Burkeman and Meditation for Mortals, which is his latest one. 4,000 weeks is basically that's how many weeks we live on average over our lives. So it just makes you take focus and make the most of every second, really. Like, don't waste it worrying about things. Live in the here and now. And Meditation for Mortals, that was very similar. Again, if you've got a sort of 9 to 5 or corporate job, that was really good, because all of us at the start of a week make a to-do list, and then we tick off the to-do list. Obviously, if we don't get rid of everything on that to-do list, we almost feel guilty that we haven't done enough. Yet in reality, he puts it as, we should create a done list rather than a to-do list. So everything you do complete, write that down, tick it off, and then at the end of the day or the end of the week, you'll look through everything you completed and realise you were actually really productive, rather than looking at it at the other way in terms of you weren't productive, you've got all this outstanding stuff to do, because you'll never get to inbox 0. You just never will. By the time you got there, someone else has sent you another email, something else has come in, there's another sort of catastrophe happening within your work. You've just got to focus on what you've done, celebrate what you've done, and be proud of it, really. There's a quote within it, and it basically says, living like that, chasing a to-do list every single day, is almost like starting the day in negative and just trying to work your way back to 0 every single day, and it gets exhausting. So I highly recommend that one. And another one is Die With Zero. I forgot the guy's name. I think it might be Bob. And that's basically about stop putting things off. Be willing to spend money on experiences and trips and events that you might not be able to do in the future. Like, say, a lot of people are like, I'll do that when I'm retired, or I'll do that in 10 years' time when the kids are older. Just do it now. One of the things he says was he'd got a ski trip, and he was like, I'll do that in 10 years' time. When in reality, in 10 years' time, he might not be able to do, you might not be able to ski. He might not be as physically fit, something might have happened to him. Will he enjoy it as much in 10 years' time? Probably not, because he won't be able to do it to the level that he can now. Just a really, really good book about doing things in the now. Spend your money wisely. Don't be as frugal as potentially some people tell you should be. Obviously, yes, be sensible with money, but equally spend that on what you would enjoy and memories that can be made, because you'll get far more out of it than the money sat in the bank. Here we go. How long do you think it'll take? I think last year we set a record at 4 hours.
The lights.
So yeah, this is all day now. So we got the holiday on the telly and very festive Saturday afternoon. Let's go.
This is now Mike's favourite bit, which is the lights.
I'll just goes and hides.
I do, yeah.
2 hours now.
Got the holiday on the TV. Yeah, this is the bit where I feel a bit redundant because I don't do anything. But she's up. She's a big one.
One of the questions someone asked was, do I drink alcohol? And I haven't drank alcohol in 3 years now. Just purely my own choice. I generally drink stuff like this if we're having special occasions or nights in and stuff. So yeah.
No.
Okay. Oh.
Smell nice.
So is that what I mean?
Tilt the glass. See it.
I don't think it's really fitting.
You need to tilt it, you need to pour it onto the glass, not into the...
Cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really good. M&S special.
This is the carnage of Christmas decorations, but I feel like we've had our decorations for what now? What, 3-4 years? But when I first bought them, I bought some like really good quality ones that would last. But there's like really cute little like sparkly ones. Mike's Miami Dolphin ones. A lot of the like these and these, those like little balls, and then those were from like the White Company. But we did bought this from Marbella when we went a couple of weeks back, which is Manifestation there. And then we did buy just like a couple of little things, just like little souvenir things. But yeah, there's a star for the top. So let's get cracking. So she's done. You got the big grand switch on, Mike. 3,
2, 1.
Ta-da! Woo!
Merry Christmas!
It's officially Christmas.
I'm in my element here.
Yeah, Mike's thriving right now.
This is a bit of me.
Got some little decorations. Where's your cracker, Mike? Mike's little stocking. Where's Mike's cracker? She's beautiful. Oh, where's our Spanish passport? There she is. Manifestation's real, people. Let's manifest it. Anyone Spanish watching wants to give me their passport, I'm all in. So yeah, finished. We've got a little garland and some more. That's my stocking. Mike's.
Christmas has officially arrived. Ooh! It felt so cosy last night with just the Christmas tree lights on and everything else in darkness. It's the only good thing about winter is Christmas. I am a big believer that Christmas decorations should go up in November and then come down in like March, so that at least that dark, dreary period after Christmas, January, February, where everything's dark and dull and grey and miserable, at least there's a little bit of brightness in everyone's lives. So that's just me. So yeah, gonna wrap this up here and save the best question till last. And that was, someone asked me why I started YouTube. And it's a great question, to be fair. I've followed quite a lot of people on YouTube over the past sort of 8 to 10 years. The likes of Rob Lipsit, Max Tuning, Chris Bumstead, Christian Guzman, Mike Thurston, Louis Armstrong, all those sort of people I've sort of followed along, and they've all been great. You know, I've learnt a lot from them. I've enjoyed watching their journey, and I guess I've not grown out of them. I still enjoy watching their content, but I can't resonate as much with them as much anymore because they're all off multi-million pound companies, you know, all that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably feel the same. You know, all these people, yeah, we can work out 6 times a week because we haven't got a job and all this. That's easy, and I'm just a normal guy. I get asked all the time by sort of people on Instagram, how do you do it? How do you remain so consistent? How do you show up all the time? How do you work out? How do you eat so clean? How do you travel? I'm just a normal guy, you know. I've got a standard corporate job. I work hard. The last sort of 5 or 6 years, I've sort of changed my own life, really. I shifted jobs. I almost went backwards to go forwards. And yeah, hard work and where I've got to today is solely down to me, to be honest. Without sort of bigging my own ego up. I've worked hard, I've read a lot of books, I've watched a lot of self-help videos, I've followed a lot of people on YouTube, and I've just grown into this person that I'm starting to be proud of, in fairness. And I thought, why not share my sort of journey moving forward in terms of how I travel, how I work, how I manage my life. Because if anyone can pick up a tiny little hack from me, whether it's what I eat, how I do something, places I visit, all that sort of stuff, then, you know, I'll have done something for the world. My shoulders were absolutely killing me from yesterday. Trained, push, and then did the Christmas tree. So spent all afternoon basically doing lateral raises and front raises with the lights and decorations. And maybe that's the secret. You don't need to go to the gym, you just need to put your Christmas tree up daily. So yeah, I also got fed up of travelling and then being like, oh, where do we go? What do we do? What do we see? So yeah, I wanted to document as much of my travel as I could, places we go, things we do, and already I'm enjoying watching the footage back. You know, the other week I caught myself going back and watching the Palmer vlog, purely because I was like, that was such a great trip, and now I get the chance to sort of document and relive my life, and I am really enjoying it. So yeah, I started it, in fairness, in short, to try and inspire a few people, and just show that normal people can do and live a really good life. You know, you haven't got to start your own business, you haven't got to be an entrepreneur. You can still have a corporate job and live a great life, because a lot of people are like, oh, you've got to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone is made to run their own business. They haven't got the skill set, they haven't got the drive, the energy, and I don't recommend that everyone does start their own business. Obviously, if you are and you want to, brilliant, that's great, but not everyone has to do that, and it's okay to be that person. So yeah, I feel like this vlog's been a bit all over the shop, and it's almost a bit like one of those episodes when you watch a Netflix series when it's like, that was a bit of a filler. So I apologise if this one's a bit shit. But yeah, I'm just trying to document as much as I can, be as normal as I can, and yeah, just show you my everyday life as much as I can. I'm going to try and be as consistent as possible and upload sort of once a week now, between now and Christmas. I think that's what I can do. Obviously, I've got by the time you watch this, the Rob Lipstick one will have gone live, and my Marbow Part 2. And we've got some exciting stuff coming up again over the next few weeks. So, yeah, appreciate the support from everyone who comments and everyone who's given me feedback so far. Please subscribe. We are trying to hit 100 subscribers by Christmas or New Year. Currently on 37, so that's a push. So please go and subscribe. But yeah, I'll leave you to enjoy your Sunday. Peace.